Garret here from Easthill Outdoors with another basics video. Today we're going to be talking about bird hunting. All the way from ducks to doves, 7.5s to BB. It's one of my favorite hunting sports to do. And we're going to cover just a little bit about everything. All the way from the smaller shots to your bigger shots, 2 3/4 to 3.5s, why you should use them and why you shouldn't. 7.5s are most commonly used for skeet shooting, trap shooting, whatever you want to call it. But another great use is for bird hunting. If you're doing upland bird, you can use lead loads. If you're doing any of the waterfowl, you have to make sure you use your steel shot. Depending on where you are, always check your rules and regs. It may vary, but most commonly all waterfowl is done with steel. 7.5 is a great option for it. It's smaller shot, you get more in it, you get more of a chance. It's good for closer range. Same with your number 6s and number 5s. Both have a very similar purpose. As you move further down the line, you're getting bigger shots and you're getting a bit farther distances. Your velocities will vary drastically from here to here, but they're all pretty relative. When you get to your 6s, your 5s, and your 4s, you're looking more now into grouse and pheasant and partridge, bigger birds than just doves, but you can also start getting into smaller ducks. So once you start getting into these shots, really be careful about what you're buying, and it's really important that you read your boxes. So these two look very similar, the 4s and the 5s, but one is lead, one is steel. You can only use one or the other for if you're doing waterfowl or if you're doing upland bird. Coming down, as we're getting more now into the ducks and geese, a really cool fact about when you're buying ammo is your manufacturers they're not just putting a cool logo on a box. A lot of the times on the back of the boxes, they talk about their shot shells, and Winchester has an awesome chart that they put on all of their boxes. It's not all the information that you'll need in the world, but it has a good picture description, and then it gives you shot sizes, it gives you ranges, it gives you what gauges you should be using and what they recommend as a manufacturer. So always make sure when you're buying your ammo or you're looking into it, read the boxes, because it'll give you a lot more than you think you're actually going to be getting. Moving down further, we're getting into our 3s and our 2s. Can still be used for ducks. The 2s and the 3s are a really good mix. So if you got geese coming in at a bit closer of a yardage and you start getting into bigger ducks, you can start using these ones. It's a versatile round that you can use for geese and ducks. Everything up here is just a bit too small for geese. It doesn't pack enough punch. The pellets aren't big enough to penetrate at a far enough distance. So when we're getting into here, you're talking for your 3s and 2s, you want to get out about 15 yards for ducks. Any closer, then you're putting bigger holes in them and you're wasting meat. But for geese, 10 yards is great for this kind of a shot size. Moving down the line to a 1 and a BB, these are much bigger shot sizes. You don't want to use these at a very close range with small ducks. You'll just blow big holes in them, and that's the opposite of what we're going for here. But when it comes to the geese, you can use them at a closer range, but you're also able to poke out a bit farther. So 10 to 40 yards with just a standard modified choke will get you out there with these shots. Going from just shot size to shell size, we have 3-inch and 3.5. Common misconception is that if you're going for a 3.5, you're getting faster speeds, more pellets, bigger powder charges, longer range. That's not always the case. You can see with these ones here, they're both Winchester blind side shells. These ones are 1400 and these ones are 1400. But on the box themselves, you have a 1 3/8 ounce load and a 1 5/8 ounce load. So you're getting a bit more pellets in this one. It's not bigger shot, it's just more pellets. When you're going from a 3-inch to a 3.5, for the most part of what I've found and a lot of the guys at the store here find is you're not getting much farther of a range and you're not getting faster, but it's helping tighten up your pattern. So it's filling out all the little spaces when you're patterning your shotgun, which in the end will give you better shot results. Reading through all of these, make sure you do your research, make sure you're paying attention to what's going on around you, and you're reading up on your rules and regs. Pattern your guns before you guys go out. It'll make a world of difference when you're waterfowl hunting or upland bird hunting. Knowing at what range your gun is patterning at and what the size of that is very crucial for hunting. That'll make or break a lot of your shots. This is just the very basics of shot shells and different sizings between the shot size and the actual shell size. If you have any more questions or if you have any more ideas for what we can do for basic videos, comment below, subscribe, and like. Have a great day. I'm Garret from Easthill Outdoors.